This is a summary of the Guardians of the Galaxy and X-Men crossover, the Black Vortex. This is part 1, and covers the first 2 chapters of the Black Vortex saga. An object of unimaginable power, the eponymous Black Vortex appears as a mirror that shows whoever stares into it what they would look like with the cosmic potential unleashed. It was created by the celestial godhead, 12 billion years before this comic series is set. We witness its creation on the planet Viscardi, where, after a failed rocket launch, a Viscardi named Gara demands that Godhead bring her race closer to the cosmos. To her awe, Godhead produces an object, the Black Vortex. Gara gazes into it, and sees herself as she would be with all her cosmic potential unlocked, and believes that this is the answer to all their prayers. We cut to the present, where we see the Guardians of the Galaxy, with Agent Venom and Captain Marvel, playing Dungeons and Dragons. Their game is interrupted by an emergency call from Peter Quill. He says he's in big trouble. Earlier, Peter and Kitty Pryde of the X-Men broke into Peter's father's flying fortress to take revenge on him for kidnapping and trying to brainwash Peter earlier. To their shock, they came upon Peter's father, Mr. Knife, and his lackeys in possession of an ancient object of great power, the Black Vortex. With him, Thane, the son of Thanos. They watched as each of Mr. Knife's companions stared into the mirror, and spoke the words, "I submit to the Black Vortex," and transformed into beings of immense cosmic power. Just as Thane was about to submit to the Vortex, Peter and Kitty swooped down and stole the object. Pursued by Knife's henchmen, now called the Slaughter Lords, they called their teams, the Guardians and the X-Men, for help. We cut to the planet Spartax, where the Guardians and the X-Men have arrived, the Black Vortex now in their possession. They discuss its immense power, with Beast and Storm particularly wary of the dangers such a powerful object could pose. As everyone debates what to do with the Vortex, Storm catches a glimpse of herself in it. She appears as a cosmic goddess, and witnesses the potential of the Vortex to make her more powerful than she could imagine. We cut back to the distant past, where the Viscardi have descended into war over the Black Vortex. Gara kills the last of her own race besides her, and confronts Godhead. When she asks if the destruction of her people is what Godhead created the Vortex for, the Celestial departs from the planet in a blaze, and the Vortex lies abandoned in the rubble he leaves behind. Back in the present, Storm argues with the others about the fate of the Vortex. She believes that it must be destroyed, for its powers are too great and dangerous. It may be too late, though, for the Slaughter Lords have tracked the Vortex down, and they are here to take it back. They attack, and Gamora leaps at the Vortex to protect it. Peter sends out an emergency broadcast, while the Guardians and the X-Men try to hold off the immensely powerful Slaughter Lords. It looks like it's too late when one of the Slaughter Lords gets a hold of the Vortex, but he stops in his tracks. Standing before him is Gamora, but having submitted to the Black Vortex, she has become more powerful than ever. Even the Slaughter Lords are no match for this new Gamora. She lays waste to them, as the others scramble to escape with the Vortex. Magic helps them teleport to the planet's moon, where Storm once again insists that the Vortex be destroyed. Kitty takes her side, but Peter believes otherwise. He thinks that they all ought to use the Vortex to power up and defeat Knife and the Slaughter Lords. Captain Marvel and Magic too believe that the Vortex will help them. Drax disagrees, and insists that he will destroy the Vortex, but Gamora reminds him that it is only because of it that they are alive right now. She implores them all to think of how they can use the Vortex to defeat Thanos and end his reign of terror. The debate continues, and seems like it will go on forever, when everyone is startled by a cry. Without anyone noticing, Beast looked into and submitted to the Vortex. Now, he too has gained cosmic powers. Aboard the flying fortress, Thane and Ebony Maw watch Knife interact with an emissary from the Brood. He had promised to make the Black Vortex available to their queen, and assures the messenger that he will have it back in his possession soon. Maw takes Thane aside and tells him that he should kill Knife and take control of the Slaughter Lords. He tells him that he has all of Thanos' strengths and none of his weaknesses, and that he can rule the galaxy. Thane dismisses Maw, but the seeds of doubt have now been planted in his head. Back on the moon of Spartax, Beast describes to the others how his new powers have unlocked in him the ability to see and understand the workings of the cosmos. Having had enough, Talon attempts to break the Vortex, but Beast stops her, violently. Just then, Nova arrives, having received Peter's broadcast, and asks what he has stepped into. Growing sick of all the bickering, Gamora grabs hold of the Vortex, and turns it towards the group. Suddenly, they can all see themselves as they would be with their full cosmic powers unleashed. And that's where part 1 of the Black Vortex ends. Join us next time, as things grow more heated in our hero's camp, and Knife begins to lose his grip on Thane.